You're listening to an African Elements top news story for April 6th, 2025. Please visit our website at africanelements.org for more daily news. USS Sudan visa ban. Instability impacts 2025. The United States government has suddenly stopped issuing visas to South Sudanese passport holders. This drastic measure includes revoking current visas already held by South Sudanese nationals. The policy took effect immediately, blocking any new visa applications from being processed. This decision impacts everyone from students planning to study abroad to families hoping to reunite. This action stems directly from disagreements over deportation. The U.S. accuses South Sudan's government of dragging its feet. Specifically, they cite delays in accepting South Sudanese citizens deported from the United States. The South Sudanese government counters that it needs time for verification processes before accepting deportees. Consequently, this diplomatic row has led to serious consequences for ordinary people. The heart of the visa ban lies in a repatriation dispute. The U.S. government claims South Sudan is unreasonably delaying the return of its nationals ordered deported from America. South Sudanese officials argue they need adequate time to verify the identities and citizenship of potential deportees before issuing travel documents. This verification process is cited as the reason for the delays perceived by the U.S. This isn't just bureaucratic paperwork, it reflects deeper tensions. The U.S., under the Trump administration, has emphasized stricter immigration enforcement, including quicker deportations. Therefore, the perceived lack of cooperation from South Sudan triggered this severe visa restriction policy. The U.S. hopes this pressure forces faster compliance on repatriation matters. The current situation marks a stark contrast to previous U.S.-South Sudan relations. The U.S. was a key supporter of South Sudan's independence back in 2011. Many South Sudanese found refuge in the U.S. over the years, especially during periods of conflict in their homeland. This history makes the current visa ban feel particularly harsh to members of the diaspora. Furthermore, under the Biden administration, South Sudanese nationals in the U.S. held temporary protected status. This status acknowledged the dangerous conditions back home, protecting them from deportation and allowing them to work legally. However, this protection was already set to expire in May 2025, adding another layer of uncertainty even before the visa ban. Temporary Protected Status, or TPS, is a specific immigration status granted by the U.S. government. It's designed for people whose home countries face temporary, dangerous conditions like war or natural disasters. TPS allows these individuals to stay in the U.S. legally for a set period, protecting them from deportation and granting work permits. While TPS offers crucial safety, it's important to understand its limitations. It does not provide a direct path to getting a green card or U.S. citizenship. Beneficiaries often live in a state of legal limbo, dependent on renewals. Indeed, some critics argue that repeated extensions make the temporary status almost permanent for some groups, which wasn't the original intent. For South Sudanese TPS holders, the planned expiration in May 2025 already loomed large. The expiration of TPS in 2025 carries significant practical consequences. When TPS ends, individuals lose their protection from deportation and their authorization to work legally in the U.S. They face the difficult choice of returning to potentially unsafe conditions or trying to find another legal way to stay. This can cause immense stress, separate families, and disrupt the communities where TPS holders live and work. Because TPS renewal isn't guaranteed, the uncertainty persists even before the official end date. The visa dispute is happening while South Sudan faces a deepening political crisis. Recent events have significantly raised tensions within the country. Specifically, the arrest of opposition leader Riek Machar and his allies poses a serious threat. This action potentially unravels the fragile 2018 peace deal designed to end years of devastating civil war. International observers are sounding the alarm. The United Nations Secretary General has warned that South Sudan risks plunging over the abyss into renewed conflict. Likewise, the UN warns about the potential for another civil war breaking out. African Union mediators are currently in the capital, Juba, attempting to ease tensions, although they have reportedly not yet met with the detained Vice President Machar. This internal instability forms a grim backdrop to the visa crisis. The U.S. visa revocation has immediate and severe consequences for South Sudanese individuals. Students studying in the U.S., like one mentioned at Duke University, now face uncertainty about their ability to continue their education or return if they leave. Athletes are also affected. South Sudan's national basketball team members might face barriers. The diaspora community, many with deep ties both in the U.S. and South Sudan, are suddenly cut off. Beyond individual travel, important exchange programs are also impacted. For instance, the Mandela Washington Fellowship, a prestigious leadership program, has been halted for South Sudanese participants. These programs foster crucial links and opportunities. Their suspension represents another loss stemming from the diplomatic standoff, further isolating South Sudanese citizens and hindering development opportunities. The decision to revoke visas for South Sudanese citizens aligns with broader immigration policies emphasized during the Trump administration. A key focus has been enforcing compliance with repatriation orders. Countries perceived as uncooperative in accepting their deported nationals face potential consequences, including visa restrictions. This approach represents a significant tool in the administration's immigration crackdown strategy. By linking visa access to repatriation cooperation, the U.S. exerts considerable pressure on foreign governments. Nevertheless, there is a possibility for change. Officials suggest that these visa revocations could be reconsidered if South Sudan resumes cooperation on accepting deportees. Until then, the ban remains in place, deeply affecting many lives caught between diplomatic tensions and internal conflict. Copyright African Elements.